I might become a better guitar player. Today I'm going to show you how to play Have a Cigar by Pink Floyd. It's a great song. It's off of the Wish You Were Here record. Great record, beginning to end. But this is a good song to play. So I'm going to give you a lesson today. And if these lessons help you out and you enjoy them, like and subscribe to my channel. Okay. So I'm going to start out with a few things about this song. Pink Floyd, to get the sound, I use a unified pedal and I use distortion. The unified gives it that depthy sound, and then I would say Pink Floyd probably used just overdrive on their amplifiers back in the 1970s when they made this. They probably used something more complicated than a unified too. Probably, I don't know. Pedals made things a lot easier in the modern electronics. So anyway, let's get started on it. I'm going to turn all that stuff off to teach the song though, because I think it's important that you hear the notes, okay? Okay, to begin with, the basic rhythm for this song revolves around an E chord here. Simple chord, maybe a little bit of a tricky picking thing here. So you're going to go, so you're going to just hit down on all three of these strings. You're going to be barred on the second fret of the A and the D. Then you're going to have an open E, and you're going to mute this with your right hand. So you're going to go down, and then you're going to go, and then you're going to pick those three strings up. And then after that, you're going to reach down and hit that D string again. You're going to go. Second time around, you're going to basically hit the E string 3 times, but on the third time, you're going to put your finger on the third fret of the E string and make a G out of it. From there, you're going to do this chord progression where he slides up and you hit this E string, this E chord, on the 7th fret. So it's going to be A7, D9, G9. You're going to go 7, 9, 10, 3. And when you get up on the 3rd fret here, it's going to be a C chord. You want to bar all those strings like that, and make sure you hit these, have those ringing in the background. Then you're going to go 3, 10, 9, and then back to the original E chord. So it goes. Then it's going to do it again. Then it's going to slide up to the 5th fret and make a D chord. Same thing, a lot of open strings, a lot of sound. Then it does this descending part that ends back into where they start singing. So it goes. Then you go. So it goes 3, 5, 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then they start singing. It comes into the verse. And during the verse, they do this twice where he's singing, then they hit that C, then they slide up to 5 and hit the D. Then there's a part where he goes, and if they tell you the name of the game, boys, they call it right in the gravy. So what they do there is they do 3, 5, 7, pause, 3, they call it right in the gravy train, and when he says that, you're going to be on the 10th fret. And then I go to the 8th fret, but on the E, E, A, D. And then it goes from 10, 9, 8, 10, 9, 9, 8, then back to that first E. So it goes through that twice, and then it goes into this rather lengthy solo that is basically a third of the song. But during that solo, they're just going through the chord progression. So there's a lot of riffing during this song, and what he did was he used basically the first position of 2 different scales, and I'll show you what he was doing, and I'll show you a couple of the little tricky riffy things he did. But once you learn the first position of these 2 scales, you can actually make them up yourself. So the first one he did was, that was in the very beginning, and what that is the first position of the E blues scale. And then down on the 12th fret, it's basically the same thing. Envision your 12th fret being the nut up here. So up here on the 1st fret, you're gonna go 3rd fret on the E string, 3rd fret open, and then on the E and the B, and then when you get to the G string, you're going to go 3, 2 open. The D string is going to be 2 open. A string is going to be 2, 1 open. E string is going to be 3rd fret open. So it goes, the first little trick he does is that's going to be the 2nd fret on the D string, open, 2nd fret on the A string, 1st fret on the A string, open, 3rd fret on the E string, open. Another one he does is he just hits this G string on the 2nd fret. You're going to go the 3rd fret on the G string, you're going to bend it, then open, 2nd fret open, and then 2nd fret again on the D. Down here, when he does the solo, he gets into, there's something he does a lot, which is like this. And that's one of the fills. If you listen to it, he does that a couple of times, and then so if you're to learn those positions, there's a few little tricks he does, but if you learn that position, you can actually play along with the song while the solo is going on. There's also, and during the solo in the end, whenever they're doing this chord part, when they go to the C, he's playing he's playing it a little bit differently. He's throwing in the E Dorian minor scale there, where there's a few different notes in there. So instead of going, there's an extra note here on the E string that's on the 14th fret, and then on the B string, it's on the 13th fret. And that adds to it. So, and then he does a sort of a backwards bend where he bends the G string up, bends it, and then hits it. And I don't know, there's a lot of little tricks. If you've learned this, if you learn that little position right there, you can play a lot of those licks, and you can play along with the song. And it's pretty fun because it's kind of a nice pace, and you can improvise on it and learn how to solo with the song. So other than that, it's if you start out on this song and you get lost and you have a hard time following it, set it down and come back in a day or something. I think it's a good bar chord song, and it's a good beginner song. It's a good one to play along with because it's sort of a slower paced song, and you can throw in all those little licks, and they're actually not that hard once you practice them a few times. So, all right. So I hope you got something from this. It's kind of a longer lesson, but it's a cool song, and everybody knows that first lick when you first play it. So if you liked it, subscribe to my channel and send us some comments about some other songs you'd like to learn. All right. Thank you, and have a good day.